Right, ready to go?
Eve is
Okay, 6 o'clock, so let's get going. We'll open the meeting for the Fayston Selectboard for Tuesday, September 9th, 2025 at 6 p.m. at the Robert Vassar Town Hall. I'm Chuck Martell, Select Board. Madison Vassar is our Town Clerk and Select Board Assistant. Michael Jordan, a Select Board. Ron Graves, Select Board. And our special guest, Jason Wilson, zoning administrator. And so why don't we get going with the first item on the agenda, which is to approve these.
Eve is on Zoom, just so you know.
Oh, Eve Silverman on Zoom. Hi, Eve. Who's our note taker. Thank you. All right, item number 1, approve the special select board meeting minutes of August 18th, 2025.
You can keep going.
Water on it?
Better? Oh, it's still pretty bad, isn't it?
We good?
Sure.
Oh, look, you got a
It's
black
perfect.
spot following you
Yeah,
around
it's
there.
great.
So the August 18, 2025 meeting, which one was that one? That was for
That was an interview, and we just couldn't approve it last week because you weren't here.
And Mike wasn't at the.
Mike wasn't at that one.
Correct, okay.
So that was just,
So that was for the interview of Bill Newville? Yes. Everybody good with the,
I move we accept the minutes of
all right, we have a second one?
August 18th.
Oh, you can't, you weren't here, I'll second it then. And so we're all in favor and I can sign it. All right. Keep me honest. It's been a long day. Okay, the next one. I wasn't there, but approve the select board meeting minutes of August 26th, 2025.
I moved
Everybody
it.
have a chance to look at that?
Did,
Yeah.
I'll move to accept the minutes.
And I would second that.
All right, I guess we're all in favor, and I will sign that one. I did get a chance to read them, though. Thank you, Maddie. Additions, deletions to the agenda, we had some, right?
yes, so just gonna, if we could move number 7 up to after public comments, just because Jason is here for that.
Okay,
That's my bad. And then under other business, we need to add the signing of the Mad River Ridge Runners approval or support letter for their
Yep.
grant.
okay.
Other than that,
That's-
I don't have any other.
Ron and Mike, anything else to add? No, looking good? Okay, so we'll add the Ridge Runners to item 11, other business. Public comments, nobody else from the public is here, so let's move on to item 7, which we're moving up, which is the curb cut access permit application for Edward O'Connor at 411 Marble Hill in Fayston. And Jason, you're here for that one?
You're right, guys requested me. I was summoned.
So I read the details today that Maddie had sent out, and it looks like there's already an existing curb cut. Our regulations say that you can only have one curb cut per property, correct?
Barring
There are
certain
certain
circumstances.
circumstances where the DRB would get involved in recommending to us the second curb cut. I read somewhere in there, I think, where the applicant said if you have to go to the DRB,
Scrap it,
scrap it.
quote unquote.
Okay, so do we need to do anything with it tonight, or?
It's in your hands.
Yeah.
Well, I think if he refuses to go to the DRB, and that's what our regulations say is the next step, I don't know that we could consider a second curb cut.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I mean, I think that if you want a curb cut and that's the rule, then the standard is one per property.
Yeah,
It's also within a straight buffer.
yeah,
So
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
okay. So I guess our message back to him is that we want to follow the rules, and the rules state that he'd have to go to the DRB as a next step, and that's totally up to him.
Denied based on no DRB recommendation.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So we want,
Do we need
we'll
to?
vote on that, we'll deny based
I
on
think
no
we
DRB
probably should.
recommendation. I think that's a good wording
Yeah.
to use for that. I'll make that motion.
I second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, okay. Thank you, Jason.
Your 2 minutes of stardom.
I want to see about this free stuff though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I thought you might.
So,
So for this though, do we just say denied? I don't know really.
yes, I guess we would.
Okay.
Well, I'm just gonna write in here where it says action, it's denied and date it. And 9/9, right?
Mm-hmm.
25. And under the conditions, I'll put need DRB recommendation. Right. To select board.
Perfect.
Okay,
Okay.
all right. Next item, free stuff. Left for weeks at road intersections. So I guess, so the folks back home understand I say we, Maddie has received a couple of phone calls from folks that
Oh,
are,
no, in person.
oh, in person, okay.
No phone calls.
Just for more emphasis, I guess, right?
Yeah.
But complaining about people leaving stuff at intersections of the roads that are for free and not picking them up later, and so maybe you
Yeah.
can expand on that.
Just the Nelson Farm Road, I think there's a window at the end of the road that's been there for weeks on end. And they're like, I get the point of putting it out there, but if no one's taking it.
Oh, that's
the
right on
first-
North Fayston Road, right on
Yeah.
the corner, yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that one.
And then also Randall and Center Fayston.
Yeah,
That's gone,
Okay. Well, maybe-
I think.
I didn't see it today.
Yeah, I saw it for a number of weeks.
Yeah.
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 And then it got pushed. There was some like right in the way, and then
Is
it
the
got.
window still down at Nelson Farm?
It was yesterday. You need.
I don't
window.
come that way that much. What?
I said you need a window, right?
Will that fit your pool house? No.
I'm good.
And I think how this all maybe started, I know I saw on Front Porch Forum, I think Waitsfield had a go at it, like people were leaving a bunch of stuff, and so then, I don't really know if they made a ordinance or a policy, but people were posting on Front Porch Forum, and then the town, put out a thing. But
We don't have an ordinance.
we
right?
don't have an ordinance about it, not that I could find.
I
looked.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, on this matter for zoning, I don't know of anything, but this is illegal dumping on other people's property. This is illegal dumping.
Oh, interesting, I never thought of it that way.
If it's not on your own property, you're just littering.
Right.
Yeah. It's illegal
Yeah.
dumping.
So do we have an ordinance
We do
for
have
that?
something, right? I mean, but it's hard to identify who
Yeah.
that person is. I
Do
mean,
we have an ordinance for that?
I
I'm sure
think,
if we have, it might be a state thing. I just remember from Georgia that term, illegal dumping.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's more of an education thing.
Yeah.
Like getting out there and just asking people to please not do that. At the end of their own driveway, there's nothing you can do about it, and I would say it's probably okay. But,
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
it's not
Or
something,
even, I
not
mean,
something I would
probably-
do, but,
Okay, the window for the 2 days, but it's like then no one's taking it, so it's
yeah,
like,
I think
pick it
it's,
up.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know Warren had a big problem, I think, at the end of Plunkton Road and Brook Road. There's like a kind of a pull-off there and everything, and I think there's a sign there now. No, leaving trash and whatever it is that they have there.
Yeah.
But we don't necessarily have a problem at any intersection other than,
Right,
Yeah, yeah.
knock on wood.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's an interesting aspect of it, though, the illegal dumping. So if it's not on your own property, and people do put it out there and then don't come pick it up, what's left usually.
We could put something on MailChimp, right?
Yeah.
You just put it out there, something, but not everybody reads it,
Yeah,
and not everybody subscribes to it.
They should.
Yes, they should. We found that to be true.
Front Porch Forum, maybe?
Yeah, you mean
Maybe
And,
I
both.
think it's just like a kind of like a plead kind of thing.
a PSA,
Please.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
What?
a public service announcement?
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, I don't know that we
I don't
want.
necessarily see a lot of it in Fayston,
No.
but then
And it's just to remind people that, you
Yeah.
know, if they are, I mean, it may be by good intentions that they think someone else wants whatever the article is, but once it's there for a day or two, go back, pick it
or,
up.
even a
throw it
couch
away.
that's getting rained on, I mean, really.
Yeah,
We've seen
That's- yeah.
seen that around town, it's just
Yeah.
go get it.
yeah,
Right. It's just-
Not around our town, but.
yeah, well, there are some
Well,
places.
it's actually right on
There's a couch right up here on North Facein Road that's been out there for months now, and
Oh, yes,
out,
but it's on their property.
It is,
yeah, it's probably closer to a waterbed now than it is a couch.
But I think, because even if it's on your,
Well, also-
water be in the right of way too, there could be a
A
right.
waterbed, mosquito bed.
but actually, you can put things in the right of way. Like mailboxes and all kinds of stuff. But I think MailChimp just asks people, like, we don't want our town to
Look like trash.
be trash.
Yeah, yeah,
I can come up with something.
Can sugarcoat that?
I'll come up with something
all right,
for
all
sure.
right,
Awesome.
thank you. I think that's,
And we could, I don't know if we would want to mention that we have a, what was it, word you used? What do you have in town, like no dumping or
Illegal dumping,
what?
illegal dumping.
illegal dumping, yeah.
'Cause you're-
We can look,
But
yeah, see if there's like a
I
state
think
thing.
we want to be positive, more positive about it
Right.
than negative, so I'm just thinking, pick it up.
Yeah, yeah,
Down in Georgia, they would just drive, they find a dirt road, and
Well-
you go,
You
Right.
go,
tires, couches, fridges.
There's a lot of places like that.
if
I
you
was
mind,
gonna say,
we're all dirt roads.
I'm sure there's more places that we don't know about.
if
Yeah.
you go up Ralston Road, they have signs, people were dumping stuff over that hill right and
Yeah.
left.
Yeah,
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 it's way down there too,
yeah.
so.
So I guess to net it out, we don't want to put together any kind of ordinance. We'll kind of send something out and hope people will use common sense and,
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think so, because it's something that you kind of got to enforce, who's going to enforce it?
Yeah.
And how can you if you don't know who's doing it?
Yeah.
You're better off educating, pleading, saying, please pick up your free stuff.
yeah.
It's not really, I don't think it's that big of a problem faced in
No,
I don't see it.
I don't think so.
Monitor the situation, see if they get that, it's better.
Yeah,
I'll put like transfer station hours.
Just in case.
all right, in case you need direction. All right, I'm ready to move on to the next item?
Yeah.
Okay, sign the closing documents for the FEMA buyout for Wendy Cohen. And,
So yeah, ultimately, on September 25th, it's the closing date, and the lawyer that sent this over to us that's representing the state or the feds said that you can just sign it early, we'll hold on to it. Wendy and her attorney are gonna come on the 25th and sign. I just have to notarize her signature, and then
Did we ever clarify the disposal of that property, how it happens?
Yeah, when do we take ownership of it?
yeah,
at the closing, probably, right?
But there's a house on it.
Yeah, that FEMA was supposed to remove,
Right.
yeah.
For some, yeah, and I thought, I was a little confused the last I heard of that about,
well, I know that I like reached out to them because townspeople were wondering like, are we gonna be able to like buy that house or take it down or move it? And they were like, no, like it has to be destroyed because the state and feds were gonna own it that period of time. And so
Right.
it's like, they weren't
Right.
gonna,
Could you check with FEMA to see what the status is
Yeah.
of that? I mean, I don't want to hold up Wendy's closing, and I don't think anything we're going to learn from FEMA is going to change the fact that we'll sign that document, right?
it's odd they don't let you reclaim, claim it or.
But her closing is, I mean, in that, does it go to the town of Fayston?
yeah, I
Then
mean,
we
we're the
become owner
buyer.
Of it.
But
We are the
what about
buyer.
the disposal of it?
Right.
Barlow look at this paperwork,
What's that, Jason?
should have Barlow look at. Barlow. Jim,
Jabala? Yeah,
Make sure that we're not stuck.
yeah,
Recording fees.
Getting rid of the
were
house.
for- Yeah, this is just warranty. State of Vermont, here, Terms, structure, no new structures are improved, yeah, this just talks about like,
Oh,
obviously nothing can
once
be
we
built.
take over the
right,
land, yeah.
nothing can ever be built there. Disaster, fashion over, transfer, feel free to look at any of that. September, right, determine recommendation. Also, they're the grantee.
You would think if they have a say over whether we can salvage it, then they would be responsible.
Yeah.
The sign on it
Yeah,
says
we're
free
just
stuff.
listed as a grantee.
Yeah,
We just grant them the right to,
I mean,
Yeah,
I can
with
totally, I mean, you
we
don't
have
to
time,
s-
I mean, if you
I mean,
wanted.
you don't have to sign it tonight either, she said you could, I mean, I just put it on tonight's
We have
agenda.
another meeting before the 25th.
Correct. But I don't think,
25th of October or September?
no, September,
September.
but also like, yeah, I mean, I don't know how it all works about. Cause we're not getting any money, so I don't know if like, does it have to be on an agenda, select board, or could Chuck just sign it when I find out? I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
We can wait though.
Does it prohibit us doing anything on the property, like bank stabilization?
No, yeah, I don't, it doesn't say anything, it just says that like it's, they're gonna, after the, I remember reading, after the house is torn down, like they'll grass seed it and, you know,
So they'll tear it down?
yeah, like, that's what we were under the understanding is that,
Right, that's
yeah.
what I was told way in the beginning.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That would be designated as green space. I remember all that.
Yeah,
Yep,
clean, yeah,
yep.
it has to, nothing can ever be built on it,
Yeah,
but, right, it's gonna need major bank stabilization.
and we were told our only involvement was accepting the property after this was sold and,
Take it off the grand list.
yeah,
Yeah. But we'll want to probably go into the corner, not the whole, like where the property is, but where the corner is nearest to the road, and probably rip-wrap that.
Rip wrap it, yeah.
mm,
I mean, it does go to rock right there, so it's not like the road's gonna be lost, but we should
Mhm.
probably stabilize that somewhat.
So how do you feel about signing this document?
I don't mind, I just want to be clear that we're not on the hook to dispose of it,
Yeah,
right? And I thought it was
I-
the case early on, and then somewhere, I think it was Sarah. Was it Sarah, who meets with FEMA? Mostly Sarah, right? Right, you two, but
Yeah.
then I heard something about, oh, what about the disposal of it? And I'm like, oh, I just understood that FEMA was taking care of
Yeah.
that.
because there were people, as you're saying, that came up and asked, you know, what, if they could
They
take that
still ask,
property, and
yeah.
they were told no, because FEMA said that they had,
Can we just get a clarification on that?
Yeah,
I mean, I think it just would be important. I
Yeah.
don't think we're gonna go back on our word,
yeah,
but I think we gotta have,
yeah.
for sure.
So wait to sign this, or,
I think, so do we have to, does it have to be warned on here to be signed? Is that it?
that's what I don't know, like, they
yeah,
didn't, she didn't make it seem, because she said in the beginning, you could come on on the 25th and sign with, when Wendy was here too.
yeah, yeah.
But she said if anyone wasn't gonna be
Or we
around,
could do it at our next meeting, which is the 22nd, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I think we should just find, I
Just
mean,
get
I'd feel
clarification before that.
more comfortable if I just
Okay.
knew for sure.
Okay. Yeah, and I don't want to hold Wendy up and,
No,
you know.
well, and this won't, 'cause she said, like, right, you could sign it on the 25th.
Yeah, okay.
So
Okay,
us not signing it is not holding anything.
okay, but eventually we do have to sign it
Yes.
in order for her closing to take place, yeah, okay. All right, so we'll put that
Do
on
you
the.
want Jim Barlow to look at this? Or, I mean, we have,
I don't
it's,
think we need to spend that money
Okay.
if they say they're going to dispose of it.
Yeah,
Okay.
If not, then I think we gotta,
okay,
yeah, yeah,
just wanna double check.
yeah. So let's hold off on that.
Yeah.
and we'll put the signing on for the next meeting. Okay, we good on that?
Mhm.
Moving right along. So we're skipping number 7, and we're moving to number 8, which is 1245 Center Fayston Road, the Judy Gates property, which has a water line in the town right-of-way. So we've all been out to take a look at that, and for some reason Kingsbury ran the line. I guess they found ledge, so they didn't run it as deep as they were going to in the town right-of-way, in the ditch, and so we can't maintain that ditch. We can't dig it out or anything else with that water line in there. So we've come up with a proposal, and I guess you both talked about this at the last meeting, right? And I wasn't here. Maybe you want to cover what?
No, I think we just wanted to make sure we were all here.
Yeah.
And we felt like, you know, we could wait another meeting and it could still get done before winter, because that's really.
And Josh, right, he ordered the culvert and.
So, Mike, you read that, right?
Yep.
And you read it, Chuck?
I did.
Yeah, are you comfortable with everything,
I-
Mike?
I-
Okay. So essentially for the folks back home, what we're going to wind up doing is we're going to replace one of the culverts while we're digging the
town road,
trench
In the town road.
in the town road. And while we're digging the trench for that culvert, which is near the spring box, we'll lay the pipe underneath the culvert, and then it'll be open at both ends, and then it'll be up to the landowner to contact somebody to connect it to the spring box one end, to the house on the other end.
Does that have a date on it, when that needs to be done by?
I don't think
Because
so.
certainly, we'd like to probably ditch it before winter,
Yes.
and he hit some insulation, I don't know how much damage it did, but,
And she has to provide the piping too, right? So, I mean,
yes.
it would be important to get a date so that we can do the ditching and have the pipe available.
Right. And,
I can just ask Josh when he plans to.
and I guess what I'm thinking of is beyond that, that's the easy part,
Right,
beyond
is-
that
is-
is getting the landowner to connect from the spring box to the house.
Yeah,
And do we want to set some kind of date on that?
Yeah, I think we want to have some period of time after our installation that it needs to be completed by, because then we need to come back and take the water line out of the.
And I think Josh can do his work, I mean, he's doing pretty well on his list, I think.
yeah.
Just everyone's on vacation coming up in sand,
Well,
so I know that,
And,
yeah, they're gonna probably wanna do it like next week,
Yeah, yeah.
in reality, is the culvert. Cause
So-
sand comes in 2 weeks.
the what?
They're gonna start doing sand
So
in
so I
2
think,
weeks, he
so
said,
that,
so.
McCullough, come, okay.
we should give a date like, the 1st of November?
Yeah,
Of
agree with that.
that, like, right, we will be able to remove the.
No,
Or
that
has
she,
he-
that she would have till the 1st of November to hook up the 2 ends,
Yeah.
the 2 ends that she owns. Because November, you know, is the start of the season when
After that,
it's
we're
gonna
going to
start
the
getting
ditch.
chilly
Right.
or cold, not being able to ditch it. And so, but we will do it before she has a chance. I mean, Josh will do his work. I mean,
Right.
I don't think there'll be a conflict.
But also, we'll have to get that length of pipe from her that crosses under the road earlier than that, right?
Right, so I'll have to
Yeah.
find out when she can get the
Right,
material.
The material is easy to
Yeah,
get.
that's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Day of.
but she's got to agree to this whole,
Yeah,
Yes,
so we should probably put a date on that as well.
on the pipe.
Yeah, that,
What's today, Tuesday? By
next Friday.
next what?
Friday?
Yeah, next Friday? When
When
is, when
I mean,
is,
let me
when is,
just-
when is the sand happening, the crush?
So the 22nd, I believe, is the
Oh,
crusher coming in.
So, the 22nd, so that's, you know, we might wanna say by next
Wednesday?
Wednesday? So that gives a week.
that
It's
seems,
easy to get, I mean,
Yeah.
someone could drive and get it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's at Prescott's.
Yeah.
Prescott and, yeah.
But she's gonna have to agree to contact somebody to do the work and agree to pay for that, and
Yeah.
Right.
so I guess we,
And then by right, so we'll, as long as we
Right,
have
but
the.
after that, after the piece that's in the road that goes in with the culvert,
They'll have a month, or
We'll have a,
then,
yeah.
yeah.
5 or 6 weeks to
Yeah.
get that part, the other part
Yeah.
done.
I just don't know what her expectation is, you know, that somebody was gonna take care of the whole thing for her. I mean, this is all gonna be new to her, I believe.
Yeah.
Right, so,
I
she's
mean, I
gonna,
think she was gonna understand, cause she was like, I mean, if it's nothing, like, tell me what I should do, is like
Okay.
the last thing she said, so.
okay,
And I think that, you know, a company like Kingsbury's would be helpful.
yeah, if she goes back to
They
them,
They
I
should be.
think, yeah. So, should we put on the letter we're gonna give her till next Tuesday or Wednesday to let us know to move forward, and then,
Well, yeah, move forward, but we gotta do something. So
Yeah.
Can't force it. I think we give till next Wednesday to get the pipe,
Yep.
and then she will have until November 1st to get her work done.
okay,
to do
Is
the
that-
connections, yeah.
I think that's enough time.
okay, and that will all go in this letter to her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll add it.
And I think that if we make those changes, that you just sign it, Chuck,
Yeah,
when Maddie gets it ready.
Okay.
yeah,
I know, I was thinking I should probably put a signature line on both of them, for her and for you guys.
yeah,
to
Yeah.
sign.
yeah, and I'll be around the next couple of days, so I can come in and sign it.
Perfect.
All right, thank you. I think that's a very reasonable solution for what she's got there, so thanks for that. Okay, next item, liquor license and catering permits. And I think it's all Mount Ellen, right?
Yeah, well, Sugar Bush Mountain Island, all request to cater September 16th, 23rd, 30th, and October 7th.
Okay,
So for that, you just have to
give you permission
give permission to
to
sign.
sign? I'll make a motion, we give you permission.
Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, okay. Next item, select board to-do list. Again, for the folks back home, earlier this year, we put together a to-do list just to keep track of the things that we have on our to-do list. And we wanted to go over those tonight just to update and see where things stand, so, did you print a copy of that
I
too?
didn't print a copy, but I can print a copy, but
We
Ron
can-
brought his own.
You wanna go over the list?
So,
you-
sure.
Okay.
So, number one is a long-term solution for mud at Tucker Hill Road. I think we should move it down to budgeting.
Okay,
I mean, right, that's what it's gonna talk about, what's it gonna cost and what are we gonna do?
Yeah,
We
yeah.
can't, we're not gonna do anything this year,
No, there's not gonna be enough time.
right? We do.
Yeah,
ditto.
yeah,
So I'll just go ones that aren't done.
Yeah,
yeah.
Subcontractors for FEMA.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't know what that,
Well,
I
you know,
think it.
I think that was done Bar Hill and.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's also, could be a couple culverts, but, like on Sharpshooter.
Oh,
But I think that just comes down to RFPs, right?
Which is out.
Right, so I think you can
Highlight that one.
cross
Yeah.
that off,
Love
because
it.
it's in, I think that's what it was for.
yeah.
The town gravel pit,
Did McCain get back to you?
no, twice. And all we want is a survey to start with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna call today and I had a very busy day, but I'll try again, but I
Okay.
don't know.
okay. Is it George you're leaving messages for?
I actually spoke with Gunner.
Oh, really?
One time, yeah.
Okay,
And he doesn't do much of the day-to-day, but I just happened to catch him there, you know?
yeah,
I'll give it another shot.
okay, thank you, yeah.
Town garage maintenance, town garage expansion. So here's what's going on with the maintenance. My guy who's gonna weld a new jamb to the overhead door that got smashed by, is hunting already. But by the end of September, he'll weld that new jamb on. And I've ordered the door from Limoges. And so when Limoges comes like the beginning of October to put the new door in, they'll weather strip the other overhead door,
Okay,
okay? Because that's what it needs. He couldn't weather strip it because it was all damaged. The man door to the garage, to the old not to the new addition where the office is, but to the overhead door bays, there's a man door, you can see under the door. And it's all rusted. So tomorrow I have somebody coming from a door company that will actually just order the slab, because that jamb is kind of welded in place in some sort. And they'll actually install the door for us
Nice.
before winter. Jeremiah showed up down there today, and originally, this threw me for a little twist, but you know, in the bay where we keep the grater, the lower bay, so there's 3 plexiglass windows, right? They're just kind of screwed in there. So the plan was to take them out and put tin in. We have some of the blue tin. Screw, close it off, and then insulate it when we get going. And now Josh has said he'd like to put windows back in there. So what we're gonna do is put the tin in, right, get rid of it, and then we can insulate it temporarily to keep the cold in. And my foamer guy is gonna come, he hasn't given me a date yet, but he's gonna foam between the 2 buildings, you know, where the 2 buildings meet. The heat just goes right out through. So that's an update there.
Nice.
It's just trying to tighten it up before winter. And we're probably not spending a ton of money, you know.
That's a good thing, but we lose a
But
lot of
then,
money
so
with
then
that
the
heat.
expansion, I don't know what that means, we've talked a little bit about it, and, you know, if we were to build a new town garage, and we should probably think hard about this, it's gonna be fairly expensive, and we have no place to put it but where it is.
Right.
From what I understand, right? So what are we gonna do, take that down and not have a town garage for how long?
6 months.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't know. And I don't think it's in that bad a shape. Have you been in it much? How do you feel about it?
I think it definitely could be worked on to alleviate some of
the
the problems.
steel
with it.
frame is in really good shape.
Yeah, the concrete isn't, but.
Well, it was the
it's not
slab.
bad. Yeah, the slab.
Well, part of the long-term process would be to cut that slab right out of there.
Yeah, just redo
Bring
it.
in, a cutting company, which we use all the time, cut it into, put it in the bucket loader and take it somewhere.
Get out with it, yeah.
But I think, I think it's salvageable.
Yeah. I mean, I think originally when Josh, well, Stuart, was that with the 3 triaxles in there now, that it's really tight. But I think
Well, I think.
we could potentially come towards the road with another bay.
You mean back toward the pond?
No, towards Center Fayston Road. I mean,
North Fayston Road, yeah.
How would you do that?
That building's modular, that's the way it's laid out, right?
But you'd have to, the ridge runs this way, right? And if you
Oh,
put a bay
no,
this way.
yeah, so you'd have to come.
So, but those bays are 20 feet long.
Right.
And the woodshed we have on the back there is 20 feet, which used to house the old wood boiler, I guess. So you just take that out
Yeah.
and put it on. And I talked to an engineer about this. You can't connect the new building with the old building, which is probably why that lower equipment storage area isn't connected to the upper one, because of changes in engineering, wind loads, snow loads, and stuff like that. So the easy thing to do would be to put a taller building there, butt it to it, flash it the same way, and then they could actually work on a truck with the dump body fully open. I don't know how pretty it's gonna look, but anyway, so that part of this list, I can't really work on till like after, like, I think December. You know what I'm saying?
I think probably the one thing that we want to do before then is think about just roughly, if we're going to put in our budgeting money aside for some of those things, and how much.
Okay.
Because I think we need to, like, just get, maybe it's not, we don't have plans, but, get us going on what type of scale that we should be kind of thinking about for next year's budget.
Okay.
Well,
But, not a full plan.
Well, I mean, there's some things, the water runs across the floor because the draining is like, it's, some stuff that.
Right.
But what's in that, except for that overhead door, which was what, 6,000?
Yeah.
There's enough in that budget, probably in the line items, to do some of the stuff I'm talking about, not
Right.
in the reserve.
Right.
Yeah,
You know, I was just gonna say that Jared had volunteered to head up something regarding the garage, and maybe with a new set of marching orders, not a brand new building, but, you know, just looking at what are the things we could do to improve the work environment there, and see if he's interested in running with something like that.
in my search to fix that jam, I ran into a company out of Rutland, a steel company, and he's the one who told me a lot of this stuff, you know, so we'd have to put an RFP out, we'd have to get an architect, an RFP, you know, to design it or price it or whatever.
Mhm.
Probably the steel company would design it,
Yeah,
right? Because I was talking to an engineer that worked for that steel company.
Mhm.
yeah, they just give you typically, I mean, because I've been looking at one, that, you know, they just give you then the specs on what they want for concrete,
And
and then you do the site plan with your concrete
Right.
layout, and they just slap it on it.
So it's worth it, you know?
Yeah,
And then we talk about, you know, how we heat it, and, you know, right now, we probably go through a lot of heat.
oh my God,
Can
yeah,
imagine.
it's just blowing out the building.
Yeah.
But, you know, when we talk about getting something in the budget for next year, we're gonna be starting budget meetings in
Right.
the not too distant future, so
Yeah,
maybe.
I could probably come up with something, I
Yeah,
guess.
you just need to, you know, have some type of ballpark so we can be thinking about it.
Just really informal, yeah, yeah. You wanna do that instead of getting Jared involved at this point?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. I mean, I'll just try to, you know, contact a few people I know. The hardest thing, are we talking about trying to put together a budget for the building itself, or just some of the, like the slab and the,
I think it's the things that we would do next year,
okay.
right?
So
Because then they would be, probably the building's not gonna happen next year, but,
Mm.
No, a matter of fact, I think their lead time is, they're booked for next year.
Right.
Steel building people.
yeah.
Yeah. But, you know, part of my plan is to, you know, take all the steel off the inside of that building. It's all steel, you know,
Yeah.
panels,
And then
and
it's
the
nothing.
foam in it.
Yeah. 'cause
It's got like about this much insulation in it.
Yeah.
okay.
So I'll move that.
All that much, huh?
Yeah, well, it's.
And it's not all down the bottom.
Vinyl faced fiberglass.
So I'll move that part down to the budget too. Right.
Maybe the expansion plan,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
Bathroom leak damage,
that was over here, right?
yeah.
Is there anything going on with that?
No,
Okay,
because the person that I got to actually do this work at town garage is too busy to do it. I don't know what we're doing about it. It's
interesting.
hard to find someone to come take it down, and then what's gonna be almost as hard is find someone to put it back together.
Yeah,
You know, to tape it and paint it, and I'll try my best.
yeah,
I don't think we're in any danger,
No.
and I don't even know how it got a leak on a new roof.
well, that's the thing, right? We never
I don't
figured
think
that out
it came in
either.
through the roof. I think it got, you know, all that snow, it's a new roof, so the snow slides really, on a
Yeah.
fresh roof, slides hard. And when I went out there, it was just piled right, you know, down the building all the way up, and it could have come in underneath.
I know the guys are gonna be on it this year, they said about
They're gonna
making
what?
sure to clear the snow quicker.
Yeah,
You know, just be,
but, you
make
know,
sure, but it's,
we could fix it, but in my world, if it happened once, it's gonna happen again unless we do something outside,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
right?
and we don't know where it's coming from, right? I mean, that's part of the issue.
And you can cut open the inside, but that's not gonna tell you
Yeah, yeah,
much. Cemetery maintenance, I'm not sure what that means.
That's the corner.
We did that.
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
yeah,
Well, we dumped the tailings in there and it's
holding.
holding.
But but God, I haven't been up there, but it's gotta be a pretty rough ride, because those are big.
Yeah, I don't know, no one's complained.
Yeah, it seems to have sunk,
It
because
worked.
the stuff that was there was pretty slimy.
It worked well. Does cemetery commission have a budget?
yes.
Yes.
So, you know, along the lines, they could buy some gravel, or we could do it, but we should probably do something to that corner.
Well, we should probably talk to them too, though, because it's, the corner is where like the bathroom, the corner's the inside, where it's coming out. And it's probably more that ditch that's above that needs to be cleaned out to that culvert, because it's not going down that water course anymore, it's just flowing out into the field.
Yeah.
And that's
From
not
where?
the,
From whose culvert?
So if you're taking that turn,
Yes.
you're going up to the cemetery.
Yeah.
the new part.
There, yeah, to the new part. There's a stone wall that's all overgrown, and
Yeah.
there's a little stream
Oh.
that runs along there to a culvert that's above that,
Oh.
carries the water above the old part of the cemetery and
Damn
then
it.
across. The water is coming up and going sheet flow through the field because it's just full.
Full, gotcha.
So that problem is because of that issue. So that needs to be cleaned out.
So we
And
should
that's
probably-
not our,
And that's not ours.
Right.
not, it's,
Can
yeah,
they,
it's Riddell and Hobart's.
they should come up with a plan.
Mm.
How do we do that?
So yeah, I mean, from what I know, like Hobart's and Riddell didn't want to do, like they didn't offer to do anything. So it'd be like asking the cemetery, like I don't know if like they did the tree clearing around the rock wall that one year. I don't know if it's
Pat rebuilt that stone wall.
Yeah.
half of it.
Looks nice.
Yeah,
The lower part of it looks really good.
But we have a right of way for that road, right?
right.
And
Yeah, I mean,
it's-
I think they said like, I mean, anyone could do any work. They just, weren't going to.
Who's that?
Riddell and Hobart, that actually owns that ditch line. Does not affect,
Right, but I think that the cemetery commission really
right,
owns it, right?
No,
No.
no.
No, I don't mean owns it, but owns the issue.
Yes,
Right,
yes,
yes.
correct.
So I think we need to ask them, I mean, they have funds, right? I was looking at the town report, it's a huge fund, I don't know how they're allowed to spend it, I don't know.
I'm not sure either, because I know a lot of that's for maintenance, ongoing maintenance. Whether this would be considered maintenance, I don't know.
Maybe we could have them to a meeting.
Yeah.
You wanna do that?
sure.
That may be dangerous, though. She just sent Maddie and I an email not too long ago that, what was the state?
I don't know. Somebody that is a cemetery commissioner that gets $150,000 a year.
Where?
I can't remember the state, and of course it was done in jest, right? But she sent it, she said, we in the cemetery commission all got a laugh out of this.
Yeah.
So she sent it
Yeah,
to us, and it was like $160,000 a year position, and all the benefits,
I loved your response though. You were just like, I think that's probably a lot of work. You should just stay right here and paste it.
All right, so then, the MOU for the Matter Valley Ambulance, that's in the works, I think.
Yes, so we have a meeting, the executive committee is meeting on Thursday, and then we have a regular meeting next week. So I'll bring it up on Thursday again, because I sent it to Sam Robinson to follow up on. I think where we're at, I think Warren signed the original document way back when, and then I tried to catch Brian Shoup in Waitsfield before they signed it, and it was too late. They had already signed that, I think, same document. But in the meantime, Moortown came up with a change. We came up with a change. So I think Moortown signed their document. So I think you've got Warren and Waitsfield signed one, Moortown signed another one. We're waiting to see what's
We
happening.
haven't signed any.
Right.
No, so,
We just want the final one.
yeah, that's what I'm gonna talk to Sam. So
Okay.
I'll follow up on
All
that
right.
one, yeah.
Then the MOU of town agreement for road crew, I think this is like, kind of like mutual care, I don't want to say that's what it is, but it's.
They were gonna work on that as well. So FEMA, if you remember, like Waitsfield helping us because we didn't have like an actual agreement with them.
Yes, yeah.
We could submit that. So,
We couldn't reimburse them, they did it gratis, right?
Yeah.
right.
But we could have
Right.
helped them out with money from FEMA if we had.
Correct, we could have submitted that to FEMA.
Right,
Um,
right.
But yeah, I think you had
Sam was
asked,
working on that one too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so that just might be.
So you go to bring both those up.
okay. I might have started writing this stuff down.
I'll get these right over to you, Matt. Okay, so then the next one,
Rankin.
was, planning commission, LUR public hearing, that'll just come when it comes.
Yeah.
right? It'll just happen.
Soon.
Budgeting, yeah, I think that's budget stuff. David Frank was telling me that he thought the building here needed a coat of paint.
Yeah.
He's probably right, right? And I know that we got some drip edge out here, maybe we could budget for that if we,
Josh keeps telling me about a tree back here.
that they probably can't cut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we'd hire somebody, so, I think it's a budget thing, really.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's where Matty has it, so.
Yeah.
Then sealing cracks on Blacktop Bragg Hill, I think that's, I've been, looking at it in towns, Warren does it, and I'm sure
Yeah.
they're getting a year or two more out of their blacktop.
Yep.
It's gotta be, you can't necessarily wait till it gets like German flats,
Mm-hmm.
because, you can see where it just, the tar is separated.
And Josh was gonna get numbers, wasn't he?
Right, as part of, and I think that's what we could do in budgeting. Review VLCT's insurance routine hazard
Oh, I need
identification
to send you
surveys.
guys
That's a
that.
lot of words, Matty.
I need to send that.
Review VLCT's insurance routine hazard identification surveys.
Yes, I will email that over to you guys. That's just, so VLCT came and said things that like
Need
the
to be
town
repaired.
garage need and
Needs what?
like eye washing station.
Eyewash, fire
and-
Oh, yeah.
extinguishers that are current.
Oh,
Well, we have fire
So
extinguishers, we're
honestly-
good on that.
Honestly, that's a budget thing too, right? I mean,
Yeah.
You get it down there, I think
Yeah.
that's, we gotta probably pay attention to that.
yeah.
Yep. Wages, cost of living, okay. What was the, shoot, I had one other thing that just came to mind, now I lost it. It'll come back someday.
Okay, let us know.
You gotta stop thinking about it.
It was a money thing. Oh well. Anyway, that's our to-do list. I think we've done pretty well on it.
Yeah.
Some stuff we just gotta wait on.
You added one item to that too, though, with the,
Yes, the wages and stuff. Yeah, he just said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For budgeting, when we just go over employee wage.
yeah, yeah. And I guess I gotta get more details from that. So was Adam and Tony were talking about, getting annual raises as a dollar amount instead of a percentage? And they saw some advantage of that, doing it that way.
Of course.
But
I reached out to, you had asked me to reach out to other towns to get numbers too.
yes, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
And we got weight seals.
Yeah, so and I think Waitsfield does theirs, like 6 months different from us. Like,
Yeah,
we're-
'cause they're-
right, so-
Well,
so-
they're not a calendar year, I don't
Yeah.
think, right?
Right,
Correct.
so they're like June
June 30th
one,
to.
yeah, whatever, to July 1. And so they're usually almost a year ahead of us, numbers wise, so,
Mhm.
yeah.
But I think also we gotta think about whatever we do for them, we gotta do for the whole
Right?
workforce. So it's,
I think we just, it's a.
but, yeah, I don't understand it well enough to try to explain it to, I think what they're thinking is that, everybody gets like a $5 raise. Just to throw out a number, right, instead of a percent of what they're currently earning.
Right.
So,
Well, it's the old adage of, people with higher salaries that get a percentage of it will get a higher increase in a dollar value as opposed to someone that's on the
Right.
lower end of the pay spectrum.
right, I
And
think that's,
and also, I think, you talk about a percent increase, cost of living. Well, cost of living's fine, but that doesn't get you, put any more money in your pocket.
mhm.
Right, that makes you,
So it's a cost of living, I think, in this plus amount, like a merit raise or
Mhm.
whatever it is. I think that's kind of, makes more sense,
Mhm.
right? Because if it is cost of living at 2.3%, take a wage and you go, really?
Yeah, because that's looking back.
Because I just pay more for my, fuel and my electricity and my gas in my car and my groceries and.
but we've been well above that for the last several
What?
years.
What?
We've been well above the.
Yeah, and that's what I don't know, so anyway.
Yeah, okay, but that's during budget
Yep.
season, we'll talk about that. Okay, that's it?
Other business? Just, or, yeah, good on the
Oh,
select.
right,
Oh, yes, we added to other business, the Ridge Runners request. So they're applying for a grant, and most of the money, I guess, will be spent for insulating the building they have up here on North Fayston Road and put lighting in. And they asked us for a support letter to the grant organization. And so Maddie, put together this letter. And I think it's good. It spells out, our support for them. So if you're all good with that, I'll sign the letter and let them know we support it.
I'm good with it.
Agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay?
This thing gets heavier.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
Okay. Any mail? No mail?
No mail.
Read the warrant, sign the warrant?
Did you guys see the FEMA update? Look
Yeah.
at that. Yeah.
Yeah, yep,
So two of our big projects have been obligated.
which is a very good thing.
Very good thing.
Yes.
So Sarah said, just that what's happening
It's all
is
states construction.
the Fed share, they're giving 90% of it. So like this one was obligated and we're expected to receive 90% of the federal funds. And then when that project is closed out, we'll receive the other 10%.
Okay.
And that's just like the new,
Does this money physically come from the state? So FEMA has paid the state this money already? and
correct, yeah.
And it goes through them to us?
Yeah,
Okay.
But we don't get any of the state money till we're 100%.
right, but that's not the state money. This is from the feds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, from the feds, the state's kind of the bank on it, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wait, Nimerick, they finally billed us
must be.
$5,800. Who's all state construction?
All state construction.
Hmm.
I can,
Oh, and I see, we got our electric bill for the light posts.
oh,
It's the next check-in. I just don't know.
this will be right here. Oh, it's calcium.
Oh,
We had to get the,
Calcium,
yeah,
gotcha.
and then it was like the valve for that or something.
What was it for, Patty?
Calcium, for the road, calcium.
Oh, okay.
That whole,
Calcium chloride.
that whole saga.
Okay. And we're gonna be talking bridges later this month, right?
Oh, yes, question about that. On the 22nd, we're having the site visit with Tyler. I sent out a letter to all the property owners. Do
Okay.
you guys plan to attend that? Don't have to, I just have to make sure that I warn it if you guys are gonna,
What time is it gonna be?
10 o'clock,
Probably, what day of the week?
Monday.
Probably not a good day for me.
Okay, it's, yeah.
Hold on a
Tyler
second.
kind of said it was gonna be 20 minutes at each site, and it, not anything crazy. And then I sent all the information to Jim Barlow, and he reached out to Tyler today, actually, to ask some questions about getting
Easements and stuff.
easements.
Chuck, you have time?
What's up?
You have time to do that?
Yes, yeah, I can do that. It's
Okay,
10 o'clock, right?
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to, it's totally up to you.
No, but I'd like to still keep you in the loop, take the rest there.
Sure. It's gonna be 10 o'clock, I'll keep you in the loop, but 10 o'clock starting on Randall Road,
Okay.
just so you know, and then,
Geez, that's a long travel for me.
Have to roll down the hill.
Maybe I can make that.
and then, yeah, just a reminder that next Monday, the office is closed. Payroll is gonna be on the next day, 'cause I'll be at the conference both days. Sarah's going to a different conference actually on the 15th.
Right,
So then she's just gonna do payroll on the Tuesday.
right.
What is payday? Tuesday,
Payday's Monday.
Monday?
It's Saturday is the last day of the week. So then, yeah,
Gotcha.
I don't think they get Josh picks up the checks on Monday.
We pay, when do you pay, Mike?
Thursdays?
The following the week?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do too.
Yeah. I think we just do that because in the select board meeting, manual checks maybe for like on warrants. Weeks.
Okay, so when there's no mail to read, we sign the warrant. No other business. We have a motion to adjourn.
I'd second that motion.
All right. I guess I made it. He seconded it. All in favor?
All right.
Aye.
Bye, Eve, thank you.
Thanks, Eve.